And we are back once again. So let's see what's going on. The LGBT organizations, all those good old LGBT organizations, right? They know exactly what to do in situations like this. Trayvon Martin and the like. Yeah. Right? Well, here's what they did. Talking about jumping on the bandwagon, if you want to say that, but before I tell you what they did, these 35 LGBT groups or organizations, gay orgs, gay Inc., or as good old Brian Fisher would say, big gay, big gay. I want to remind you that Trayvon Martin, by the way, is not the person that I would think we as a gay community would support, because I know for a fact that the reason why he confronted Zimmerman and tried to beat him up was because he thought Zimmerman was gay and was after his ass. He thought that Zimmerman was going to rape him or something. I mean, that's what he told his girlfriend over the phone. So based on those facts and the evidence presented in the trial, we can safely assume that Trayvon Martin was a homophobe. And he didn't like the fact that he had this creepy-ass cracker, as he said, looking out after him and spying on him, stalking him, whatever you want to say. So, the LGBT organization, now, you and I, now knowing that fact, that Trayvon Martin was a homophobe, and the reason why he beat up Zimmerman was because he was homophobic and he had homophobia, and he thought Zimmerman was a gay guy that was trying to hit on him or something, or looking at his ass. And believe me, I just want to say, for the record, Trayvon Martin, he's not that attractive, by the way. He's kind of not... I mean, I've seen pretty attractive black guys. He's not that attractive. And not at all. He's kind of ugly. Just saying. Alright? Anyway. Here's what the 35 LGBT groups said. And this is an open letter. To whom? I don't know. To Santa Claus. Right? To the big gay god in the sky. I don't know. Big gay fairy. An open letter. To who? To the court? To Zimmerman? Who exactly? We cannot begin to imagine the continued pain and suffering endured by Trayvon Martin's family and friends. We stand in solidarity. Cry me a river. We stand in solidarity with them as they continue to fight for justice, civil rights, and closure. And we thank everyone who has pushed and will continue to push for justice. Trayvon Martin deserves justice and his civil rights. You know, this sounds like a 13-year-old wrote this. I can't even read it right. Sounds kind of wonky. We support the organizations and community leaders who are urging the federal government to explore every option to ensure that that justice is served for Trayvon and that his civil rights are honored and respected. Fucking childish, man. This is what these 35 LGBT organizations are saying. And the orgs are All Out, American Civil Liberties Union, Believe Out Loud, BINET USA. BINET? They're still here? Didn't know that. Bisexual Resources Center, Center for Black Equity, Centerlink, the Community of LGBT Centers, Consortium of Higher Education, LGBT Resource Professionals. God, there's so many acronyms here. Equity Federation, Family Equality Council, Freedom to Work, Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Alliance Network, Gay Straight Alliance Network. This is a tongue-tied list, all of these gay orgs. And I always said, we don't need all these gay orgs. We only need one. Only one gay org. That's it. Period. Why do we have all these organizations? Most of them are useless. zombie groups. That's all they are. Get Equal, GMHC, glad with 2 A's. That's the one that pinches your nipples in case you say a gay slur and you're not part of their clique. Hey, but if you're Weenie Savage, you can say all the gay slurs you want, right? Harvey Milk Foundation. I'm surprised that they're involved with this. Human Rights Campaign, Immigration Equality, Lambda Legal, Movement Advancement Project, National Black Justice Coalition. Okay, I can understand why this group will be in there, but we know why National Center for Lesbian Rights, why National Coalition of Anti-Violence Programs, National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. Oh great, the reactionaries of the gay Republican Party are also involved. National Gay and Lesbian Task Force, the National Minority AIDS Council, National Queer Asian Pacific Islander Alliance, Out Equal Workplace Advocates, blah 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 blah. Fuck them all, you know? They don't really represent me or you. Did they ask us if they're gonna... Oh, what do you think about this letter? Did they even ask us if we can proofread it, if we can maybe make it sound more easy, you know, more, I don't know, easier to digest, I guess? It's giving me diarrhea right now. Anyway, so they wrote this, right? Take a look at this. I'm going to play you this video clip that I found on The Blaze, which is not a website that I like at all. It's with that Glenn Beck character, but I mean this is a video nonetheless, and this video is of this rally in support of Trayvon Martin. And there was this gay dude at this rally who he's like a gay hippie, you know, one of these you know, I'm here with you and I will dance naked for you and all that kind of bullshit. No, he didn't really dance naked, but you know, he's one of those dudes that will, you know, if you, for whatever happens to anybody, he'll jump on the bandwagon, basically. One of those hipsters. One of those yuppies that would say anything for a quick buck, for a shiny nickel. Anyway, he's there and he is telling people, oh, we gay people are on your side because, you know, this is, prejudice, blah, blah, blah. And this black woman, this behemoth of a black woman, jumps out, takes the megaphone away, and says, fuck you! We don't need you gay people here. And, you know, GLAAD and all these other gay orgs, listen up. This is who you are aligning yourself with. And for me, this is bullshit. It's bullshit that we're aligning ourselves with homophobes, basically. I mean, not only do we have to defend the homophobe, Trayvon Martin, who was yelling and screaming anti-gay slurs, but and called Zimmerman a creepy-ass cracker, which is a gay slur supposedly now. So, oh yeah, not only do we have that, but we have to side with the people who are alive, unlike Mr. Trayvon Martin here, who are alive, and we have to deal with their bullshit and their homophobia and anti-gayness. Why? I don't know why. But here it is. Let me play you this tape.
We're told in this country that we have democracy. But the case of Trayvon Martin makes something abundantly
Yeah, this is the gay guy.
There's democracy in this country for a group of people, for the 1%, and the rest of us, the working class, black and brown people, LGBT.
Yeah, everybody. Look at this guy. He looks like he never showered in his life. He's a gay dude. He looks like a fucking gnome with that big old beard. Ugh. Hey, dude, why don't you take a shower and shave that beard? What the hell's the matter with you? You know, if he were to ever go to a gay bar, he'll be booted out, by the way. Looks gross. But anyway, a gay guy, nonetheless. I'm not here to judge. Oh, what the hell? I'm here to judge, okay? Yeah, live with it. But here we have this gay dude, and he's at the rally, And nobody's paying attention, by the way. Everybody's like, oh my god. Everybody's rolling their eyes.
LGBTQ people, we don't get democracy. We get capitalism. We get white supremacy. We get homophobia and LGBTQ oppression. There's
Yeah.
1% that has democracy
Yeah.
and oppression for the rest. So we've got to change that.
Yeah.
And if there's any question about do we have democracy in this country, I think the case of Trayvon Martin answers that question very clearly.
Alright, and here's the behemoth.
I would just like to say, this is not about no damn LGBT. It ain't about none of that bullshit about that, sir. I'm sorry. This is about a black kid getting shot down because he was black. Not no gay shit. None of that. Ain't got nothing to do with that. He was a black kid. My son,
Wow.
my nephew, my
Solidarity, baby.
just got shot down because he was walking down the street with
Are you hearing this, Glad? Are you hearing this, Get Equal? I know Get Equal likes to only side with groups who are perfect, right? Are you hearing this, Family Equality Council? You know, one organization that I don't see on this list, and I really am happy about that, and it's one that I actually give money to. And when I heard about this, I was like, oh shit, that organization better not be there on that list. And quite surprisingly, they're not on the list. The American Foundation for Equal Rights, they're not on the list. AFER, it's the group behind the Prop 8 suit. But everybody else is on this list. The Trevor Project, no more money for you assholes. Trans Advocacy Network, I never donated to that. I don't see the Mexican gay group here. Nope, they're not here either. Although there's Immigration Equality, but that's just a lame-o organization. Okay, I guess Immigration Equality, you know, whatever, they deal with minorities. But come on, why is the Harvey Milk Foundation on this list? Why? Why? The National Minority AIDS Council. Make sure I'm not gonna donate to these organizations because now they're just jumping on bandwagons for the sake of, for what? I mean, what's the deal here? And look at the fucking letter that they wrote. It's so fucking shoddy. It's like written by a fucking 4-year-old. We demand justice. We demand justice. We are siding with you in solidarity, LGBTQ. And look at this woman, this behemoth, this fat black woman there, yelling and screaming, "Is there no gay shit?" Do you hear that, Glad? Here's one of your allies, Glad. Here she is.
hood on his head.
Let me try to see if I can play it again.
He was a black kid. My son, my nephew, my people just got shot down.
My people.
Down the street with a fucking LGBT.
LGBT.
It ain't about none of that bullshit about that, sir. I'm sorry. This is about a black kid getting shot down.
Yes, yes. Look at all these black people. Yes, yes.
Gay shit. None of that. Ain't got nothing to do with
None of that
He was a black
gay shit. All right, Glad. And this is where our money's going to? Seriously? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Now, Glad is wondering, you know, and I hear, not rumors, but I get the download, if you know what I mean, from the Mount Olympus of the Gay Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation organization, GLAD, and they're like, why are we having less people supporting us? Why? Because you're useless now. You're just pathetic. You're just a shell there, pretending to be all hip, supporting these fads, these bandwagons. And look what you're supporting, Glad. Look what you're supporting. Fucking A. What's up with this shit? I don't know, maybe I should try to call somebody up there and find out if they know about this. That would be kind of interesting to know, right? Whatever. None of that gay shit. You get that? All of you gay people that are supporting the Trayvon Martin thing? None of that gay shit. So get out. Why are we a part of this? Why? Why? We don't need to be a part of this shit. Get out of here. Move on. Go somewhere else. Fight some other battles. This is not our battle. This is not where we belong. You heard this, bitch. This is not about gays. So get out. Why is GLAAD even involved with this shit? Why are we involved with this shit? Tell me why. Anyways, I'm gonna try to put up the video on the blog so you can take a look at that. And try to ask GLAAD, why are we joining with these assholes who hate us like this? Oh, believe me, look, if we ever had a gay rally, you know, one of those rallies that we had over the Supreme Court ruling and all that bullshit. I mean, that's not really bullshit, but you know, that Supreme Court ruling, you know, really important, that is struck down DOMA and Proposition 8. And, oh yeah, with that court ruling, the court system, the justice system worked there, right? But over here, no, it failed us. We're bashing the same court system that help us all the time with these gay marriage cases. So, I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start my own gay org. I'm fucking fed up with this shit, you know? I'm fucking really fed up with this shit. Why are we joining with this behemoth black woman here who hates us? Why? Oh, Jose, it's just one lady. No, but there were other people there that were nodding their heads and going, yeah. Tell that faggot to shut up. Right? Jose, it was only a few people that were doing that. It was only one lady with a megaphone. Alright. This is only one black kid that was shot by one Zimmerman. Oh, that's different, right? Oh, see, that incident, that murder was representative of what's really going on in the society. So, alright, that black lady who just told us that none of this gay shit here, what does she represent? Nothing? Nobody? She's not representative of her community, of her ideals and her movement. But only Zimmerman. No. Zimmerman's different. He represents evil. He represents all the badness of society. He represents all the racism. Zimmerman is the evil one. And this lady that told us to go fuck ourselves, being rude, being pompous and ignorant and homophobic, oh, she gets applauded. Hey, give her a GLAAD award, why not? Oh yeah, give that bitch a GLAAD award. Why not? Anyway, there you have it. Ask GLAAD why we're doing this. Doesn't make any sense, but there you go. That's what we're doing. We're joining forces with the homophobes now. We're helping them now. They are our friends. Hey, homophobes, you know, Brian Fisher and all you people right there, why don't you just, you know, do what Michael Jackson did, but in reverse? Why don't you change, you know, all of you that are white, who are anti-gay, why don't you just change your race? Be a black person. That way you have more of an excuse to be a homophobe. Right? You can rage all you want. Nobody will give a shit. GLAAD will give you GLAAD awards. All you have to do is say that it's music or something. It's creative art. It's expression. It's justice. It's democracy. It's whatever it is. Oh, but when a white guy who's a film producer for the Oscars, he says a gay joke. It wasn't even a gay joke, but he said, "Oh yeah, rehearsals are for faggots." What's his name? Ratner? Dan Ratner or something? I forgot his name. Ratner. And Glad went all over his ass. Punished him to death. That guy was kicked out of Hollywood, basically, and he wasn't able to produce the Oscars anymore. But I think there were other political forces behind that. They just jumped the gun and used the gay slur as an excuse to put him out. Oh, but you see other black people, let's say Tracy Morgan, you know what he said? He didn't say a gay slur, though. You see, I don't really care about slurs, right? Although, when you're getting beaten up and have your head bashed into the concrete sidewalk, and they're saying you faggot this and faggot that, I guess that might count for something. But the gay slur itself, to me, is not offensive. It's what you're saying, the message, the idea that you're proposing. That's what's offensive. And yeah, it is pretty offensive. Look what this comedian Tracy Morgan said. He said that he was gonna cut up his son if he turned out to be gay. Isn't that lovely? Oh, it's just comedy. It's funny, Jose. It's nothing. He said he was sorry, and he was able to keep his job and all that. And I'm not saying this to pick on black people or anything, but it's just, if we're all supposed to be equal, aren't we all supposed to suffer the equal consequences for our own actions? Right? Isn't that what we're supposed to be all about? I don't care about your race. I don't care what you are. I don't really care. But stop race baiting. Stop with this whole thing that, oh, because he was black, Zimmerman was racist. All right, what happens? What if Trayvon Martin was a Jew? Nobody would have given a shit. And this is what's so sad about our society, is that we say, black people, they'll never advance in the world and in our society. They're just, they're people who need special help and treatment, and that kind of mentality is, I think, racist. It is racist, because you're not going to let black people become what they can become on their own. But anyway, I'll just say this in closing, that there are other bigger issues that we need to deal with, not Trayvon Martin. The Supreme Court basically gutted the Voting Rights Act. Nobody's talking about that anymore. It's all whatever, gone. Nobody's talking about the fact that the fascistoid Republicans want to take away food stamps, and a lot of black people depend on food stamps. And Head Start, hot meals for little kids. What's up with that? Why isn't anybody screaming and yelling about that? What about that injustice? That's nothing, Jose. That's just politics. Oh, but over here, it's different. It's racism. Even though the man was pronounced innocent by a jury of his peers, legally by the law. So I don't know what's going on. But there you have it. We gay people are just not focused enough to really deal with our own issues and deal with other issues that are important to gay people, black people, everybody. To the poor, to the working poor, to the middle class, to the blue collar, the white collars, the poor whites, the Mexicans, the immigrants. Everybody, every group has problems. But we cannot pretend that by joining with this Trayvon Martin character, who was shady, by the way, who was a homophobe, it's not going to help us in any way, shape, or form. And for these organizations to join into this bandwagon, please, it's pathetic, it's ridiculous, it's asinine, and don't give them a cent. I'm not going to give these people a cent anymore. And it's quite sad that I see some of these, what I thought were sane organizations. That's why I advocate for one organization, and we can have another one for transgender people. But we don't need 35, 50, 60, I don't know how many there are, gay orgs. Anybody with a fucking office can have a gay org. But it takes a really good idea, an organization, and mobilization to really pull it off. These organizations are just zombie groups, shell groups who have nothing and have nothing to offer. That's what they are. Okay? Period. End of story.